When you're looking for an everyday backpack that can carry your laptop and other work supplies on your commute to the office, use as a carry-on when you travel, but also be able to snag a few hikes throughout the year, but you're also someone who likes to be prepared. You have a prepared mindset and you want to have quick access to, say, a med kit, a survival pouch, maybe even a sidearm, you really start to lose a lot of potential that's out there on the market these days. Either there's the fully tacked out, MOLLE compatible, heavy duty, Scream survivalist backpack, or there's just the commuter bag that you're hoping has some features that you can kind of jam into the scenarios that you're preparing for. But thankfully, pack designers are starting to see that there is a need for packs that present themselves as being low profile and covert, but giving you access to some of those supplies that you may need in an emergency situation. And that's where the 511 Covrt 18 2.0 comes into play. And now that I have some carry time with this, not only commuting around town, using it as an everyday carry bag, but also getting a few hikes in with it, I'm gonna unpack with you some of the great design attributes that this backpack has, but also two major issues I personally have with the design to help you better determine for yourself, is this the right do everything pack for you, or are there better options out there? So thanks for joining me today, guys. I'm Aaron, this is Gideon's Tactical. Let's dive on in. So I want to clear up some possible confusion right away. There's no 18 anywhere in the specs. So when they say Covrt 18, I don't know where that number comes from. Maybe in like the hours of gear that they estimate you can carry, because they do that with the Rush series, but it can kind of mess with people. This is not an 18-liter pack. This is a 32-liter backpack, which is a significant size. And for that size, you can easily get all of your work supplies and then a full change of clothes to go to the gym afterwards without any trouble. Or I could easily get a few changes of clothes and use this as a getaway bag with my wife to go spend a weekend together. So this is able to carry quite a bit of gear and equipment, even like a full loadout for a full day hike. That is excellent. And the volume is well done. Now, the first thing that I want to highlight for us is the yoke. It has a really good yoke system. It's comfortable. It attaches to the top, no load lifters, but breathable mesh with even mesh cutouts on each side to go around your neck. So it's not gonna rub you raw like some other rucksacks that may exist. And you got breathable mesh on the back. So particularly for those of you who are gonna be using this a lot for commuting, it's gonna give you a little bit more comfort and breathability, but still giving you dense shoulder straps that go down with a ladder tier system for the sternum strap, which I'm really happy about. Those are my favorite type. So this has that, and you can remove them if you don't really need a sternum strap, which is an added bonus. And then it has quick release shoulder straps. So if it ever got snagged on something in an emergency situation, you can dump the pack really quickly. And it doesn't come with a hip belt, but it does have the attachments that you can pick up 511's aftermarket belts and attach that if that's something that you desire. Now, the one hang up that I have with this design is the size. I am 6'2", my torso length is 21 inches, and I wear a large size t-shirt and jackets, and I weigh about 215 pounds. This pack is a little too small for me. It is maxing out on my frame, and if this was the one pack that I was gonna carry for all of the scenarios we're discussing today, I would feel like I was a little cramped in the yoke and just the overall size. Being 19 inches, which is normally okay, but just because of the way the yoke is designed, it just rides higher and just felt kind of stuffed up on my shoulders, and the sternum straps were barely able to engage where I wanted. So in my opinion, if you have a torso length of 20 inches or under, no problem, it's gonna work great for you. But if you're over 20 inches of torso length, I would recommend probably looking in a different direction for either a different yoke system or an overall taller backpack. Now, even though the yoke is a little on the small size for my frame, the color combinations are extremely low profile, and I really like that attribute. You can get this black with white zippers. They also have white with black zippers, as well as kind of a seafoam blue and a tan and navy with some orange highlights. So these do not look like tactical packs, which I really appreciate and help with just kind of the low profile idea that they've priced this rather well at about $130 on average. Also have a link to this specific pack that you can check out. And some of the other features integrated in the pack are ambidextrous water bottle pockets that have good mesh with a reinforced lip that are wide enough for my 48-ounce Nalgene that I was actually able to run while I was doing some of my hiking with ease. Now the dual functioning laptop slash hydration sleeve really is well laid out. It has YKK zippers, 2 of them, that fillet the entire compartment wide open, so very fast, very easy access. On the backside, we'll have a semi-rigid polymer frame that gives it a little bit of structure as well as load-bearing capability for the pack. And the sleeve will be able to handle up to most 15-inch laptops, and it has a little bit of padding at the bottom of that sleeve and is floating about 1 inch off of the bottom of the pack to give you a little extra cushion if you accidentally put down the pack a little too hard with a tablet or laptop in there. Then on the back side, you have an attachment for your hydration bladders that should easily be able to carry most 3-liter bladders. The other large compartment is on the front face here, another set of YKK zippers that run really well. And that's gonna open about 3/4 of the way. That will have 2 sleeves to be able to stuff larger items in, a key keeper, and a hidden MOLLE compatible wall. So if you did want to put a couple of MOLLE compatible items or morale patches that would be hidden. Now, one thing that I really enjoyed with the layout is that most, and we'll highlight one that is not in a moment, most of the pockets and compartments are very easy to access. So you're not fighting with the pack, you're able to find exactly what you need, and then those things are easily accessible. And I like that because behind not the organizational compartment is a stuff pocket that you could get like a hoodie, a jacket very easily. Depending on the bike helmet, you might be able to get like a bike helmet stuffed in there. The compression straps help support that and give it a little bit of flex back and forth. So that's nice, but it's not super large and has good wings up the top so that if you don't need it, you can just cinch it down and it doesn't even look like it has that secondary stuff pocket. And then we follow that up with the CCW compartment. This is a large compartment that goes about 3/4 of the entire dimensions of the pack. There's a zipper on either side that zips up, you pull up to access, and then you have this large compartment with a large wall of Velcro that you can easily get a full-size sidearm attached to that compartment. For those of you who prefer to carry your sidearm on body, this would make a great compartment for a quick access rip-away med kit or survival pouch. And we polish things off with the compact pouch up at the top. There is no fleece lining in here. 511 has been known to do that in the past for sunglasses and goggles. It would have been nice to see that. They opted to not do that, and there's no key keeper or other things. It's just a 1 zipper with a dump pocket for some quick access items, but I think it was a miss not having it fleece lined for eyewear. Now you got a nice wide grab handle if you just want to grab from the top or hang it. It's going to easily be able to do that. Now to the last compartment and the other big issue I had with the overall layout. All the other compartments are very well thought out for the most part, easy to access, giving you good layout. The main large compartment with huge YKK zippers is very difficult to access. It's almost impossible to access without disconnecting at least one of your compression straps. Then that will allow you to open it up larger and actually gain some access. But the way the compression straps are designed means that you're fighting the mouth and just the way it was cut all the time, and you really can't access a whole lot. It's very difficult, particularly if, say, your equipment is kind of gone to the bottom and the last half of the pack is full. You're just gonna be constantly disconnecting the compression straps so that you can actually open it. Now, if they had lowered the compression straps about 2 inches, that would have allowed you to access the main compartment easier. So I don't know why they brought them up so high, and I feel like it's just kind of a headache if you're gonna be storing a lot of gear and you're gonna be in and out of the main compartment a lot. Now, for a lot of people, you may actually not be carrying a lot of equipment there because of the designated laptop, because of the stuff pockets, CCW compartment, and the outside organizer. That can carry a lot of your everyday carry scenario equipment, and only really large, bulky stuff would you be putting in the main compartment, like a jacket, food supplies, you know, layers of clothes, whatever. So there is an argument to be made. It's not the end of the world, but to me, it was definitely a headache. Now, if you disconnect the two clips that are deflex clips, now you can fillet that thing wide open. You can see the large lid that it has right there, and it has a good kind of bathtub style to this compartment, which makes it way easier to stack and organize different equipment items that you may put in there. Or again, you could easily get like a rolled up hoodie, 2 pairs of pants, several pairs of underwear and socks, and a few t-shirts into this compartment for a carry-on to go visit the family for the weekend. So that's something that to consider that I really like about it. And then on the back side, you have 2 mesh pockets so you can see what's in there. So guys, in conclusion, I feel like 511 has offered a lot of value with the layout and the style that this pack is, staying low profile but giving you quick access to many things. As long as you're on the, let's say, medium to small body type, it's gonna totally fit a lot of needs, and as long as you can get over that main compartment, kind of just hassle, I guess, there will be a lot that this, I believe, pack will be able to execute for you without having to break the bank. But I look forward to hearing from you guys. What do you think about the Covrt 18 2.0? Particularly if you own one, what's been your experience? If there's any questions that you guys have, I'll do my best to answer them in the comment section below. I do invite you to check out the other video popping up and to subscribe. And until next time, always remember, stay equipped, stay prepared, and I'll see you out there.